I have some bad news for you, or maybe it's good news, and that is life is hard. I'm sure you know this, right? I'm sure we all know this by now. I think that's maybe a lesson we learn pretty quickly. But life is hard. And the reason I say that is because so often I speak to people or speak to clients who think that life will one day get easier. You know, one day when I get this, one day when I make this much money, one day when I move here, have this house, whatever it is, right? The kids get to this age or whatever they seem to think. We have this illusion that at some stage life gets easier. At some stage I'll have it figured out. At some stage everything will make sense. So the bad news is that never happens. I've had clients sell their businesses and have millions in their bank and realize that that's not where happiness was. They've bought 10 cars, they've bought more houses, they've changed their job, they've whatever it is, right? Only to find that life hasn't got easier. In fact, it's just come with new problems they didn't anticipate. Their problem is that they're now bored. Their problem is now, what do I do with all this money? Their problem is now, I don't have all the adoration or the social interaction or the validation of what I used to do, and I'm sat at home doing nothing. Or the problem is the house is bigger and I now need gardeners and a team of people to maintain it, right? Or I've changed job and I hate it. Whatever it is, you get the idea. Life is difficult. And I think the reason that's quite important is because ultimately, I think there's an acceptance in knowing that. Like, once you just know life is hard, you stop focusing on trying to change all of your circumstances constantly, and you focus more on, how do I be better? How do I be better at dealing with it? How do I change my mindset? How do I find more presence and gratitude and fulfillment? How do I manage my nervous system better, manage my state better, manage my stress better? How do I find more happiness and contentment in the moment of now? How do I enjoy the journey of whatever it is that I'm chasing? Because I do think goals, dreams, aspirations are important. Obviously, if you know me, you know that that's exactly what I'm like, right? They're important, but you start to enjoy the journey more. You stop fighting with your circumstances and stop fighting with the present moment. And you stop fighting with all the freaking personalities in your head, and you can start to actually look at, okay, how do I have a better now? How do I have a better today? How do I enjoy the journey of now? How do I be more present, happier, calmer, more peaceful, and go from there? So I'm not saying don't change your circumstances, right? You can bring your circumstances into alignment of who you are, your personality, your goals, dreams, aspirations, and values. But if you focus on your internal world, you're going to find changing out there much, much, much easier.